Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing a Crossroads reading for Scorpio season, which came into play on Wednesday. So Scorpio season is really going to be bringing us a lot of extreme and intense energies, but at the same time, it's going to be helping us clear out a lot of our obstacles and roadblocks. Right now, just a lot of, talking to my friends, family, even with clients, everyone seems to be at a crossroads right now. We don't know which path to take. Some of us can't even see the paths we're supposed to take. It's really a confusing time, but Scorpio season is here to say, you know what, this is good for you, this isn't, let's cut this, let's trim that, let's go this way. So it'll be a really good, productive month. Like I said, if you've been following my earlier readings, summertime really felt a lot like what we do in the winter. So we did a lot of internal work, a lot of processing, recovery, healing. And now we're coming into the winter time when we're supposed to be doing that, but we are coming into hard work, activity, productivity, which is what we're supposed to be doing in the summertime. So it's a little backwards this year, but I feel like it's really helping us to move forward into 2020, which is going to be a really foundational year for us. So a lot of exciting things ahead. So today, in our pick a card, we will be looking at, which blockages you have, which paths you can take. We'll be looking into many different themes today, likely love, career, self-improvement, physical health, stuff like that. So it'll be I'm really excited. I picked a card too, so I want to see what comes up. I'm really excited for that. And I'm also having a Halloween contest right now. So I'm going to be doing a draw on Halloween Day for a free full hour reading with me. So if you wanted to check out my Instagram or my Facebook page, I'll put the description below so you can go check that out and enter to win. Yes, and video readings are coming out on Monday. So I've decided to go with Skype for now. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. I think that's it. So yeah, very exciting things coming ahead. I hope I'm finding you guys well, and let's get into it. Okay guys, let's get into it. So we have group number 1, 2, and 3. So I'll let you pick which one. And first off, we are going to be doing the Gaia or the Goddess reading. So I got 2 cards today. So the first one is the Boar card. So this is about leadership, like taking control of our lives. And then we also have the Earth Dragon in reverse. So the Earth Dragon talks about, the Earth Dragon protects our potentials and our abilities, our strengths. I don't know if you guys saw my Libra post earlier, but for the season of Libra, we pulled the Fire Dragon. So that dragon protects our ideas and our passions and that, that fire that's lit inside that keeps us going. But the Earth Dragon in reverse is saying that we aren't using our potential or our strengths in the appropriate ways. So this is talking to me about burnout. An example of this is, the person who is super caring, always cares for everyone else but themselves. The one person they need to take care of to actually be able to help other people. So they're saying, look again at your strengths and your abilities and see how you're actually using them right now. Like, I'm a great thinker. But sometimes I just get stuck in that rut where I think too much. There's my ability that I have to look at, right? And with the Boar, so the Boar is a leader. They forge their own path. They have control. This Boar is going through on this path in the forest here. There's a helmet and then there's also a horn. So I feel like this Boar is going on a path through a battlefield. This might have been a battle that you were a part of. This might be just ruins that you were looking at. Either way, this path that you're going down right now, there's a necessity to it. There's a reason you're going down it. There's things that you need to see along this path. Don't worry, you're going somewhere, but there are things that you need to stop and look at on this path. And this might be, reminding you, of these abilities that you just aren't using in the appropriate ways. So that's the collective the collective message there, which is very interesting. It resonates with me though. So let me know if that resonates with you guys. Okay, so let's get into the reading here. Get some water. I'm trying this new video format out where you can see me, so let me know if you like that. I don't know if I do, so we'll see what happens. Okay, let's get into group number 1. Okay, so what is your crossroads here? Excuse me. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm just going to get a couple of clarifying cards and then we'll get into it here. Okay. So first of all, the center card, which represents you, is the 7 of Swords in reverse. So this card tells me that you haven't been honest with yourself, you haven't been honest with others, or somebody hasn't been honest with you. And this is leaving you with an energy of just distrust and not being able to see the light. So the Sun card is actually your blockage card. So group number 1, I feel like if you've been dealing with depression, you know, you might have had a couple of hardships coming through this year. And the 7 of Swords in reverse just makes me feel like you guys are just like, fuck it. You know, like, take your bags and go. You know, and this person, he takes 5 swords with him, but he leaves 2 behind. So it feels like there was a decision that you had to make. But you're kind of avoiding it. You don't want that conflict. So you're just walking away with your 5 swords, but the 5 of Swords is like a conflict card. It's about tearing, you know, yourself into pieces to make other people happy. So I feel like you're trying to walk away from this energy, but with the Sun card blocking you, you just don't know where to go. It feels like no matter which path you go down, you feel like this distress is going to come up again, and it will if you keep on carrying that energy within yourself, if that makes sense. So let's get into it a little deeper, see what's going on. Thinking of you, a loving thought and serendipity was your clarifying card. So both of these suns makes me feel like whether this person is on the physical plane or not that you're thinking of, you know, they've got your back. They're thinking of you too. So if this was a relationship issue, you know, there was a reason that you had to walk away this year. You have to go find your own light to be able to bring that in your relationship with the other person. The 2 of Swords that you're leaving behind too can be like a stalemate. It's almost like you just couldn't fight anymore. You just took your sword and left. Yeah. There's like this trust thing that keeps on coming up too. So let's look at the root of the problem. So we have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So again, the 4 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords kind of go together. The 4 of Pentacles is a feeling of lack. This is the FOMO card, the fear of missing out. So you kind of like you're grabbing anything you can right now, even though you have like a dirty ass gross penny. You're like, but this is my penny. What if I can't get another penny? So I'm going to keep it. That energy that you're coming into this next cycle in isn't an energy that you want to build like a firm foundation on. So I'm going to pull a clarifying card to see how we can change this energy, because this is like the root of your tree right now. So your foundation isn't stable. When this card comes up, I tell people it's like the fidgety card. Like, you can't ever sit still. You got to pull this string so that fits there. It's that person that just like tries to slam the puzzle piece in even though they know it won't freaking fit. Yeah, the Temptress. Okay, so seduction, deceit, and a broken promise. So I feel like whatever happened this year really rocked you to your core, to the point where your foundation isn't stable. And I feel like group one, whoever's watching this, you guys, your nature, you want to be stable. I feel like a lot of earth signs are picking number one. Yeah, that stability is what you crave. You feel safe when you have a stable foundation. You feel confident. It's almost like in the chakras, your solar plexus is very connected to your root. So all those feelings of safety and just like your environment in general really don't feel safe to you. And I feel like whatever happened this year has triggered, broken promises and deceit. This pattern for a long time. I'm talking about, like, this came up in your childhood. It came up in adolescence. Now it's in your adult. Yeah, and this is a really time when, Spirit is saying, we're here to help you find the light, but you have to do it. You're the one that has to put your first step forward. Okay. So the Seven of Wands is coming up. I call this like the blooming card. So it's connected to the Four of Pentacles in a sense where you're very defensive. It's almost like any blessings that are coming in right now, you unwillingly or unknowingly just like block it, because you are connected to the fear energy of that new situation coming in, not to the love energy. So no matter what, the first thing you are going to see is that person going to cheat? Is this job going to fuck me over? Am I going to be taken advantage of? That's the first thing you think of when you meet a new person, a new friend, any new situation. Even when you go to start like a club or a class, you're like, okay, how is this going to fuck me over? And that energy right there is your crossroads. That's what you need to that's what is blocking your path. And it feels like you're looking at all these different paths and you're like, no, I can't go down that one. Oh, what if that happens? But it's literally you going around in a circle, just standing in one spot. And it's cool. I picked number one. I get it. I'm here too, guys. But these next 3 months, like, we're at the end of a decade. This is a huge time to break this cycle and start fresh for the next one. Oh, yeah. Whew. I feel like I can't breathe. This is like a weight on your chest. With the Seven of Swords too, it might be like a secret you've been carrying for a long time, that you need to just let out. And this secret is causing you to be defensive with everyone else, thinking they have a secret, thinking they're going to be deceptive. Even though the secret might not even be something that's a huge deal. It might just have built up to be a huge deal in your head, if that makes sense. That'll only resonate with some of you. Yeah. With that Seven of Wands, it's just like anything that's coming your way, you put the stick up, you're like, nope. But I don't even think you realize you're doing it, because you're not physically just being like, no, I don't want to be your friend, no. But just energetically, you're just self-sabotaging. Okay, so let's get into the past and the future here and see which path we can get you on. So right now you're on a path going from the Knight of Swords to the King of Cups in reverse. So the path you're currently on right now in your present energy state. The Knight of Swords can be a bit of a jackass. I feel like this energy, this guy, he's very honest. This energy, very witty, very fast paced. This is about putting those ideas and everything that's hanging out in your headspace into action in the physical world. And it's interesting that this energy is pairing up with the King of Cups in reverse. So this is talking to me about emotional maturity, and how we're just not at that step yet in this situation or this lesson here. So I'm just going to pull some clarifying cards. It just feels like there's a disconnect here, and it might be with like the solar plexus and the root here, with your emotions and with your thoughts and ideas. It's almost like they're two separate things inside, and you're like, okay, so I have my mind and I have my heart, and they're two separate things, but there's a lot of grayscale in there, guys. It doesn't have to be like, I have to tell you the truth or I have to tell you a lie. Like it's not that clear and concise. So that might be like an energy that you just have to get out of right now. Okay, your clarifying cards are harmony, power, self-confidence, and productivity. And Sacred Earth Mother, a message of love. Okay. This being your future card, this is coming back to this empty cup that, you know, it's like you keep asking the universe, why is my cup empty? But then you just turn and dump it. Yeah, this king looks very guarded and angry to me right now. If you're looking at this from a relationship point of view, I feel like if you want that full cup again, you have to start showing that these, you know, ideas and everything that's in your headspace, you have to let it come into the physical world. I feel like it's really blocking you from showing your authentic self. It's hindering your productivity. Like there's a lot of green energy here. So it's almost like all these seeds that you've been planting, you're waiting, like the Knight of Swords here. It's like you've ridden on your horse and you're just like planting all these seeds. But you don't have any water coming from your cup to be able to actually give these seeds the nutrients they need to grow. Okay, I'm gonna grab a couple of Divine Door cards for you guys. Group number one, this is very like all over the place. It feels very like a very confused energy. Like I can't even get my words out because there's just like, as soon as I get one idea, it's like, oh, but this is happening too. Yeah, I'm just gonna get a couple of doors to see which ones we need to unlock for you guys. Again, look, the green. So a note on love: seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. When love is the focus, foundation, and goal, blessed is the body, mind, and soul. So again, like I was saying earlier, you know, choosing love over fear. And I know that's so much easier said than done. But all these fear energies, especially whatever shame is attached to this Seven of Swords here, like this secret or this distrust. You know, shame is a fear-based energies. It's one of the worst. It's one of the worst ones to get caught up into, because it just affects us on so many different levels. And shame is one of the first fear-based energies I feel like we encounter in life when we're kids and we get embarrassed, or parents shame us for doing something weird, because let's be honest, kids are weird. Like this, the shame energy runs deep there. And I feel like that has to do with filling your cup up. You know, you got to let that shame go. And for this being your root, the Four of Pentacles in reverse too, if it's financial issues that are coming up right now, the shame attached to that is something that you need to process and let go too. It's almost like you're ready to start working on this physical plane stuff, but you're still just kind of wrapped up in your head. And I feel like these next couple of months, it's really gonna, you know, it's like a dam. You gotta let that dam go, let all that emotion and energy flow. And that way you can just, you know, take a ride on the wave and find your path that way. So your second door is the Odyssey. Take in the beauty of country lands and botany. Explore the wonder like a gypsy traveler's odyssey. So maybe traveling too, you know, a new perspective, new environment. Like I was saying at the beginning of the reading too, when you guys are looking at different things, you're like, oh, I'll take that class, but this might happen. Oh, like, oh, this person is really nice. Oh, but they might fuck me over. Like that energy right there, we need to cut it. And that's really like, just go for it. Say, like this boar energy, they're saying, just forge your own path, you know, take that burlesque class, do these things that you've wanted to do for so long, but the only thing that has literally been stopping you is the energy that you're creating with your thought processes. And it literally can be that simple. Not easy, that's simple. Humans like to complicate things. We really do. So that's really interesting. I feel like even moving to a new city is really going to help you understand and process these, like this energy that's connected to fear, and really help you move forward. I feel like the next 6 months is really going to be turbulent, but good. You're going to end up where you're supposed to be going this year. But again, you know, with this King of Cups in reverse, you really have to figure out what fills your cup. And, you know, if you're living in a desert right now, you got to move to where the oasis is, where the water is, where the nutrients is. And that if that means leaving a job or, you know, people behind, then that's what you got to do, unfortunately. But, you know, tomorrow's always a new day. And this new cycle, again, there's a message of love. So I feel like there are good things coming. We just have to get ourselves out of that negative thought pattern and stop being so damn defensive. Okay, group one, I know that was a bit messy. I hope it resonated with some of you guys, and take care, and we will see you guys next time. All right, group number two, let's see what's going on and what your crossroads is right now in the Scorpio season. Okay. Oops. So group number 2. Let's get into it. Okay, so we have your present card right now, which is the Ace of Swords in reverse. And we have your Crossroads, or your blockage, which is the Chariot card. It's like the truth will set you free. What the fuck? Okay, so the Ace of Swords reverse. I feel like group number 2 and group number 1 might be connected. Again, you haven't been honest with yourself. The Ace of Swords is talks about new ideas, thoughts, you know, a lot of mental processes, new truth coming to light. But crossed with the Chariot, it just feels like there hasn't been that clarity in your life recently. This might be the energy that you're wanting or that you're striving for right now, but it's not the energy that has been coming, and it has made you feel very stuck. You might have had to make a decision between 2 people, 2 jobs, 2 places. You might still be in this energy. You might not have made that decision yet, and that's what's causing this lack of clarity here. And your clarifying card is perception, so beyond the veil of illusion. So I feel like this has to do, like group number 1, with a lot of your thought processes and how you are relating to the world. It's your energy that is affecting your path right now. Very confusing energy again, just like group number 1. I feel like we're all just kind of in a forest right now, like, what? We just don't know what's going on. Some of you guys, I feel like you decided not to move on with a certain person or with a certain job, and this is causing you to feel very like bogged down. When I see the Ace of Swords in reverse, like, it's such a fresh colored card with the blue, with the clouds. Yeah, it just feels like a very polluted air right now for you. And you're kind of sitting in your chariot waiting to go, but you don't know which way to go. So let's get into this a little deeper, see what's going on. So the root here, we have the 3 of Pentacles. So this is a card about cooperation, but working together. I feel like for you right now too, you might be trying to do everything on your own. The Ace of Swords in reverse is very like solitary energy, but you might be trying to accomplish something that, you know, you need other people's help with, whether that's going to therapy, going to see somebody, whether you know, you have a business idea and you're just trying to do it all on your own, but you know, you need help. You need a financial advisor. You might need a business partner. It's getting out of that I have to do everything on my own energy. You know, you can sit in your chariot for as long as you want, but if you don't have anything to pull the chariot, you're not going to go anywhere. I'm going to get another clarifying card for this cooperation, the 3 of Pentacles. I can't remember who said it, but someone said this is like the Harry, Ron, and Hermione card. Like, you gotta work together. And ever since then, that's just all I picture. Okay, too many cards flipped. 1 sec. So hidden path, the marriage of spirit and matter. So yeah, it really feels like whatever you're working on right now and trying to get into physical form here, there's a path you haven't considered yet, and this might have to do with other people. This is finally letting you be able to bring all these ideas and all this stuff that you have in your head into the physical. Definitely group number 1 and 2 are connected. I feel like you should watch number 1 if you feel like it resonates with you. But yeah, there's definitely a hidden path here that you haven't considered yet. You're so focused on, you know, what's going to happen when you get to where you're going in this chariot that you haven't really thought about what you're bringing with you. You know, did you check the wheels? Did you do your 4-point check before you got in? Like, there's some things, yeah, you're just so focused on the future there that there's just some things that you're missing right now that are very important steps, and that might actually make things a lot easier for you in the long run, like taking the path of least resistance. Yes, I need to drink water. Okay. So let's get into this card up here. So I call the top card like the blooming card or the flow card. Like, how do we get this energy flowing again? And we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So this card is talking to me about greed. King of Pentacles he's got it all, you know, finances, material world. He has everything down pat. Very giving, very generous. But in reverse, it feels like there's either too much of an emphasis on the material world that you're missing, you know, a lot of the emotional and the spiritual check-off points. And that might be what we're talking about here. For other of you guys, I feel like just your perception of the material world might be holding you back. For some of you guys, I feel like for any masculines watching, this societal pressure for you guys to, you know, be the bread maker. Not the bread maker, the breadwinner. I'm a baker, so just ignore that. To be the provider, to have all these things in check. I feel like, and in group 1, we talked about shame. And there's, for you guys, I feel it's more like doubt. You doubt yourselves because there is this enormous pressure on you. So any masculines watching this, you're looking so far at that vision that you have of what you want, that you're just missing all these little things that you need to check off the list as you go. I'm going to pull another card here. Ganesha, clearing away obstacles, protection, and guidance. Okay, so it feels like there is, I've said it before, but follow your doubt. With this card, you know, if you're doubting yourself, if you don't think you can get to this place where you are financially secure and you have enough abundance to give to other people, if there's a fear there or doubt in yourself of not being able to get to that place, it feels like in these next couple of months, the universe is going to help you, you know, clear away these fears. And these are the steps that you might be missing, being so focused on the future, that the universe is saying, whoa, 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 like, let's slow down, get out of the chariot, let's go over a couple of things. You know, it's like going over your paperwork. In the past, we have the 7 of Pentacles, and this is why I'm bringing this up right now. This is the going over your paperwork card. This is really looking at the big picture, seeing where you're at. This man, you know, he's been working hard on his harvest here, and now they're kind of just looking at it, assessing it, seeing what's going on. Is it time to harvest? Should I water it for a couple more weeks? Is the frost coming? There's a lot of different aspects you need to look at on your path. So, you know, it might be time to, you know, step out of the chariot for a second and just double check that you dotted your I's and crossed your T's, you know? And in the future, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So this is the insecurity card, and this card comes up every single reading. So I feel like it is following quite a few of us. But this is like the nightmares card, just waking up at all times in the night, being worried, stuck in that energy, just never feeling fully rested, never feeling fully at ease or at peace. So right now in your current energy, this is the trajectory you're going on. So you're coming back into this energy where you're deading yourself, and it's like not checking. You're so focused on checking off the big checklist that you don't even realize the anxiety and fear that you're feeling is from just not checking off the little checklists along the way. Obviously, I'm a super listy person. But, and if you're not, maybe it's time to make a list. The Ace of Swords in reverse, you know, the right way up. It's like an energy. It's very clear thought, very methodical, very thought out. But here you might just be like, let's go. Let's just try it. You might not have put as much thought as you should have into this plan. I'm going to get a couple of doors for you guys. So no matter what this is for you, if it's a relationship, if this is a business idea, yeah, some of you guys, it's like you've been single for so long. You've been focused so hard on your material world. So you've got the cars, you got like a nice apartment, stuff like that. But that emotional side might be missing. So you know, you might have to cooperate with others. You know, share your gifts with other people. Let them share their gifts with you. Because I see your vision, and you want to go far. You have a lot of big ideas, and that is great. It's almost like you're very good at looking at the big picture. But now it's time to come back and just, you know, make sure everything else is in good shape too. I don't know why cars keep on coming up. Some of you guys might be really into cars. I just like, there's so many pictures right now. Okay, so I'll get some doors. Today is a very scattered day for Brittany, obviously. Okay. So this door right here really reminds me of the Ace of Swords. It's that fresh feeling, like it's very clean. This reminds me of heaven. And I feel like this is what Spirit wants your mind to look like. Whereas right now it might be muddled. It might be, with the King of Pentacles in reverse, it makes me think of like a frat dorm room. You know, you have like video games, pizza boxes. There's just like so much going on. It doesn't mean you're not doing well. It doesn't mean you're not productive. It doesn't mean you make a lot of money. It just means like you just got a lot going on. So this says, a moment's joy, sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of heart's will. Really interesting. So this is talking about time. Again, when I was talking about self-doubt, not being able to check off those things on the list, this card is about being present. So not so focused in the future. I feel like some of you guys are also so focused in the past about what you did wrong, what mistakes you made, even though, like I said in group number 1, it's not black and white. Like, quit focusing on those things and really come into the present, and just coming into that energy will help you check off those small lists along the way, instead of just being so focused on the future or the past too. Okay, so the next one. This is your next door. So again, like open and fresh. A distant kiss and a prayer flag. I wish of all wishes that you were here through sunlight and rain. I need you near. So I feel like this is for those of you whose situation here is about love. If you feel like you just can't get back on that dating train, or if you're in a relationship and, you know, you're waiting in your chariot here for your partner and you're just like, come on, are they coming? What's happening? Like, you know, my harvest is good here. Have you been even watering your plants, man? Like, these are things that they're asking you to look at right now. And I feel like in the next couple of months, this cycle, this insecurities and fears is really going to break, but you have to get out of your own way. You have to let other people help you. I feel like with the beginning message, I was talking about the goddess or Gaia, this earth dragon card in reverse. I feel like it really applies to group number 2. So talking about your potential and your abilities and your strengths and how you're not using them appropriately. So I feel like all these ideas and everything, you really need to think about how you can put them in action instead of just thinking about what it's like when they are in action. Yeah, so group number 2, I hope that helped. I hope it resonated with a few of you guys. Yeah, and I hope you're doing well, and we will see you next time. Take care. All right, group number 3, let's see what's going on with you guys. Okay. All right, I'm going to get some clarifying cards for you guys. Ooh. Okay. Group number 3. So your current energy is the 5 of Cups in reversed. And your blockage card is the 6 of Wands. So this is a really interesting energy. Group number 3, I feel like, is pretty specific. You're coming out of a very... the 5 of Cups card always reminds me of... it's like depression, walking away, like your head it's just like hung low. You know, we see these 3 cups spilled. That's all we're focused on here. But there is still 2 cups standing here that we aren't focused on. We're not seeing. So I really feel like we need to be looking at the blessings in our life right now instead of the curses, or looking at the blessings in the curses. Your blockage card or your crossroads is the success card, the 6 of Wands. It makes me feel like it's this feeling of hope, hopelessness. This, like, group number 3, my energy is just like dropped completely. It's like you can't even see this success that you're having or can have because you are so focused on these cups that have spilled over. No matter what situation this is for you guys, some of you guys, I know it's for love. Some of you guys, this is a job. I feel, okay, some of you guys too, it's like you've been trying for something, whether like you've been trying for a baby or you've been trying to buy a house, you've been trying to get over your depression, whatever this is that you keep on trying to get over. It's like you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel or the success, even though each time you try to get over it, you're learning something, you catch something new. You're on this cycle for a reason. Your clarifying cards are perception, so behind the veil of illusion, and eternal love, happiness, harmony, and fulfillment. So I feel, it really feels like group number 3, there's a blessing hidden here. Something might have happened here, whether it's a breakup, I don't know, something shifted this year. Some of you guys, it feels like physical health wise, like there might be an illness that has come. Yeah, just like that. Every time you try, it's like you come up to the plate and you're just like, you're waiting to strike out, instead of seeing that, you know, playing the game and coming up to the plate in the first place is a success in of itself. Okay, let's get a little deeper into this, guys, and see what's going on here. Okay. So for the root, we have the Hanged Man. So this card coming up with the perception card makes me really think that there is a new perspective coming your way, and that this has to do with your own perspective of life right now. No matter what keeps coming up in your life, you can't stop it. We're on cycles. That's what we're here for. We're connected to the moon cycle. We have our own cycle. The planet has its cycle. Every year, it doesn't matter. We're going to come back to those things. We can't stop that from happening. So to just stand there and focus on these bad things that do happen. I don't even want to say bad things. Just the things that happen in life. You know, every time they do come up, if you keep on focusing on the hardship and everything that happens, that is what's just going to be magnified the next time this lesson or pattern comes back around. And that's this perception that you need to change in of yourself. You need to just, it's so easy, you need to just change your perception. Like, it's not that easy. But what I'm seeing here is that, like, you want to charge ahead. The Knight of Swords, you know, this person has a lot of ideas. This person is coming usually with a truth. They have stuff to say. I feel like you have a lot you want to get done this lifetime, but you're stuck in this rut. Sorry, I have really bad allergies. And you're past the Ten of Pentacles is coming up. So I really feel like, you know, like something really kicked you down these past couple of months. You know, your emergency finances were drained, stuff like that. You didn't get the promotion you wanted. Or, you know, this could be a long time coming. Just this pattern of behavior has slowly depleted your material abundance. And that's just not money either. It can be like hanging out with people, classes you take, stuff like that. Anything. even how you're tasting food, like food just doesn't taste as good. And you're like, oh, what? This is, yeah, it's very heavy. And I feel like group number 3, you have a very good focus. It's like, sometimes though you have tunnel vision when you look. You're a very focused and determined person. And if you're focused on something, you will get that shit done. But sometimes, you know, you're a little too focused. It feels like whatever, you know, these past 3 months, whatever these 3 cups that are spilt over that you're still focused on, it was a blessing that this has left your life, whether you cut it out or it left voluntarily. Because the future card here that's coming up is the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, which is talking about an unequal exchange of energy. You know, this person is giving coins to one, and it has like a balancing scale in the other hand. I feel like whatever this was not a good energy exchange. And this is also talking about the energy you're putting in too. So the energy that you keep putting into the 3 cups that have spilt over, rather than putting your energy in the 2 cups that are left, that you still have. That is what is also causing you to have, like, I feel so fatigued right now. I'm talking about physical illness. I feel like, you know, it might be coming, like you have a lot of colds, you've been getting a lot of flus, and just things keep happening, rashes that you're just like haven't happened to you. And it's like this cycle that you've been on is coming, you know, to the end of cycles. It's like you can't bear to be in this energy anymore. So your physical body is starting to show these symptoms, like the energy is starting to come out that way, so that you can see it and you can tackle it. It's like this energy that you're in, keeping on looking at these 3 cups. So the universe is like, okay, so this is where they're looking. This is where all their energy is going. This is where their perspective is. So this is what we have to show them to get their attention, if that makes sense. I'm going to get some doors for you guys. So what can we do to unlock this cycle? So the crossroads, I really feel like you're at a battle with yourself right now. You're like, I think group 3, you have more concrete paths set out for you more than the other 2 groups. I feel like you know which ways you can go. But whatever this hardship was, like you're just still focused on that, that negative situation. Okay, so you guys have 3 doors coming out. So the first one, this says deeper. You are not finished. You are not yet done. Dig deeper and deeper. The best is yet to come. Hold on, hold on. So I feel like this door is specifically for those who I said at the beginning of the reading might be going through a depression. When the 5 of Cups relates to mental illness, I feel like it's like that hopeless energy, that heavy energy. You know, there's more exploration that you need to do there. You have a lot to give. So this card is saying dig deeper and hold on. I like that message. Passages. Spiritual signs of inclination. You're walking through passages of your transformation. So I feel like this door is Spirit specifically saying, like if you don't know which path to pick, ask for signs. Spirit will give you signs, 100%. Do it in your own way. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, You know, if I'm supposed to go down here, like show me something specific, like a duck. I don't know, whatever resonates with you. Some people ask for feathers. Some people connect with songs on the radio. It can be anything that you are into, whatever you connect with. They will show you which path you're supposed to go down. You know, you'll show yourself. That's a really cool card. It's got this one, it looks like doorways within doorways too. So for group number 3, it might be like, you know, you might not see many paths, you might see one path, but down that one path, so much is going to open up for you that you don't have to worry about not having so many opportunities. If you only see one path going forward, you know, see what's down there. And even if that one path is continuing this cycle of continually looking at the negative, you are still learning things going down this path. Yeah, don't be so hopeless and worried about what path. Because this person, you're not looking up, you're just looking down. So there's no searching going on, there's no exploring. So if you're stuck on that one path, use that to your advantage, you know, explore on that one path, and that'll help you. And then the third card is Freedom Flows. So this is like a big wooden door. I feel like this is talking about whatever this hardship was that came this year. It says, don't hold yourself back from worldly freedom. Dream grand things for divine sacred reason. Yeah, so freedom flows. If a door was closed, it's closed for a reason. It's not for you. As much as it might feel like it is, it's not for you. There are other doors for you to go in. So again, freedom flows too with these cups. Like you have the 2 full cups here that are just waiting. So if you're worrying that, you know, you don't have any cups to give, or you don't have any cups to take or use, you know, you still have that energy. There are things available to you. Resources, people, love, it's there. It's just about changing that perception and really, you know, putting in some work and exploring, you know. Lift that chin up. You got a lot to look forward to. Very interesting group number 3. I hope that helped. Again, like I said, with the 5 of Cups, I know it's a very down energy. So I'm sending everyone in group 3 love and light. And if you want to message me about anything that came up in the reading today, please feel free. Yeah, sending all the love to you guys. I hope everything is going well. And again, like this give and take of energy, this exchange, I feel like in the next couple of months, you're really going to learn how to give your energy, not all of it. And it's really going to, yeah, you're going to learn how to let other people use your energy too. Not just take it for whatever they want. I feel like you're really going to be setting up some boundaries, which will be very healthy for you. So yeah, again, group 3, I'm sending you guys all the love in the world. I hope everything's cool, and we will talk soon. Love you guys. Bye.